Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ins and Outs of McGill. I'm Taylor, and today we're going to be going over our second segment of the online world of McGill. So what we'll be discussing today is Minerva. Now, if you guys watched my first video of the online world of McGill, you'll see that I mentioned that my courses is probably the most important thing that you're going to need to know how to use and need to know how to understand while you're at McGill. Now, Minerva is going to be your second thing for sure. We have a lot of information here. This is where you're going to sign up for classes. You're going to be able to view your e-bills. We're going to go over a bunch of information, and it's going to be super important for you guys to understand how to do all that. So we're going to log in here, and you'll see that we'll come to this page here, and we're going to have our four menus, our four main menus. We have our personal, student, applicant, and financial aid and awards menu. Now, we're going to focus a little more on the personal menu. We're going to focus a lot on the student menu. We got a lot of information there. And we're not going to focus so much on these two here, just because I've been at McGill for a year now, and I haven't had to use these once. So I believe that most of the information that's going to be super important for you is going to be in the student menu. But before we go to that, we're just going to go to our personal menu quick and just kind of go over everything. So what you'll see here, your Minerva PIN, Minerva security questions, passwords, all that personal stuff. And this is where you're going to be able to change anything that you might want to change. So for example, let's say you wanted to change your Minerva PIN. Go there. You enter your current PIN, do your new PIN, re-enter the new PIN, and then you're set. I'm not going to demonstrate how to do that just because I know what my PIN is right now and I don't want to overcomplicate things. But yeah, if ever you wanted to change your PIN, this is the menu where you would come and do that. I'm going to exit out. And then, like I said before, you got your security questions, so you can change it, you can create it. If you want to change your passwords at McGill or your username, this is the menu. You come here, and then, like I said, you got all your personal information here. You can kind of review it if ever you forget, or if you want to change it, you can change it. So we're going to move on next to the student menu. So, like I said, the student menu is going to be the most important thing for you guys to kind of understand. And it's also a little more complicated than the rest. We got a lot of information here. We're not going to go over everything here, but we're going to go over a few of them just for me personally that I think is going to be important for you guys to understand. So we'll go right from the top. We'll do the student records menu. Now, your student records menu is going to show your unofficial transcript. You're going to be able to request letters and proof of enrollment, change your primary curriculum, change your secondary curriculum. So as you can see here, you can kind of just go over through all this information here, deferred exams application, degree evaluation. You can request your official transcript. So for me, I had to do that these 2 semesters. So let's say you have a bursary coming in from we'll take me as, for example, I had a bursary coming in from my former hockey league, and I needed an official transcript. So you can go here, you can request a official transcript, you can do it online, you can do it through paper, and once you do that, it's going to give you all the information that you need to be able to do that. So it's going to give you directions and everything. So click out of there. Now, your registration menu. So, again, this is going to be important for you. So this is where you're going to go to add and drop course sections. You're not going to be able to add courses all year round. There are add and drop periods throughout the semesters and throughout the years, and you're going to have to kind of know when that is so that you can add and drop classes. So let's say we'll just click onto that. Unfortunately, the add and drop period isn't open for me right now, but I'm just going to take you through it anyways and just kind of show you how to do it if it were open. So let's say I wanted to add a class during my winter semester of 2019. I would click that, submit. And then as you can see here, I got my 4 classes that I'm doing now. So for me, what I would do when I'm selecting a class that I want to, I would go to class search, and then I would do advanced search. So with advanced search, you'd be able to have more options on what time you want your class, what faculty, what subject, all that stuff that you can see here. So I would pick my subject, I would pick my faculty. If you know the course number, I can put it. Something that was super important for me was when the classes were. So being a hockey player for McGill, I had practices on certain days at certain times, so obviously I wasn't able to put my classes there. And what I would do is I would put in the days that I could do class and then the times that I could do class. And then you do your section search, that was a tongue twister a little bit. And yeah, so you'll see all the classes that'll pop up. You'll see what you're available to do. And then you're going to click on it, you're going to follow the directions once again, and then you're going to be able to add that class. So yeah, so we'll go back to student menu. Your student accounts menu, so that's going to be important for you too. So you're going to have your e-billing, your e-payments menu, account summary by term, account summary, direct deposit bank account. So if you do wish to pay McGill through direct deposit, this is where you're going to come to. So what you would do is you would go to your e-bill, view e-bills, and here you're going to have what you owe the school. So as you can see here, I already paid, I don't owe anything, which is great news. But when you are going to owe things after each semester or after the start of the semester, you're going to be able to see here, and then we'll take you back. And then once you know how much you owe to McGill, you'll be able to do direct deposit. You enter your bank information. We're not going to go through all that. But yeah, so you'll enter your bank information. It'll give you directions once again, and then you're going to be able to pay McGill through direct deposit, which is super easy. And then if we go through a little more, refund request menu, view tuition fee and legal status, student fee opt-outs. So your student fee opt-outs, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see it right now. But when the opt-out periods are ongoing, you're going to be able to opt out of certain fees that McGill places on you. So, for example, they place a insurance fee on every student. Now, if you already have insurance like I did with my parents, I didn't need that McGill insurance, obviously. So I would opt out of that insurance. I would save money. So make sure before the semester or relatively at the beginning of the semester, you go to your student opt-out fees and you opt out of everything you don't need. That way you can save a little money. So go back, student menu. So we did our registration menu. Actually, we're going to go back here because I think I forgot some. Right. So view your personal weekly class schedule. I did miss something important. So here you'll see your class schedule. Obviously, once you get into the routine of things, you're not going to really need this. But when it is your first day or your first couple weeks, you're going to want to know, you're going to want to keep track of your schedule, and this is where you're going to come to kind of see. So as you can see here, on Mondays, I have my music class from 2:30 to 4 o'clock. And then I got a class from 6 to 9. My Tuesdays, class from 6 to 9. Wednesdays, going to look a lot like Mondays. And then you also have the place and room in which it's into. So all your information is there, and that's going to be super helpful for you in your first day of class or your first couple weeks, just so you know your schedule. And then, like I said, once you get into the routine of things, it's going to be no problem for you. So we'll go back, check out what else we might have missed. So I think that's pretty much, I mean, for me personally, every student's different, but those are the kind of the things in the student menu that I use the most. Um, but if you want to kind of go over all this yourself, like I said, we don't have the time to go over everything, but if you do want to go over this yourself, you know how to get here now, and you can kind of just click on everything and see all the information. Um, and yeah, so like I said, this is going to help you out a lot. It's going to help you set everything up and just keep you up to date and on track with everything. And this is going to be super important, like I said. So thank you for coming to another video. We hope to see you in the next one.